go. Hey, Mom. Hey, Trika. Hey, Marty. Where are you in Vegas?
Next to the repair place.
Ah, okay. Alright. Let's see where we're gonna drive today. I still need to go to Hornbrook at some time. Let's see if I can find that. Nope.
My highest paying job goes to Hobbs.
To Hobbs.
Yeah.
What about you, Marty? Do you have a job to Hobbs? Yes. Perfect. Let's do that. I guess I'll go distance. Way to go, me bumping into my own trailer. Oh, your pickup is 12 miles away, Marty? That's okay. Go for it. "12 miles is not actually that far in the grand scheme of things." You didn't see anything. Is your 12 miles outside of the city heading towards New Mexico or away from New Mexico? Oh, then yeah, then it's not a problem at all. We have to drive out there to get you anyway.
where are you waiting, Matt?
I'm near the recruiting station.
Okay.
I have a driver who's obeying all of the stop signs. Here's Marty. Ooh, yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Didn't realize you had your nose sticking out in the middle of the road. Where's... Wait a second. Did I take a wrong turn? Hold on. Where the heck am I? Oh. Oh, goodness. Okay.
Did you take the scenic route?
Yes, yes, I did. I turned right, right where you are.
Ah.
So I'm gonna keep going around, and my street is gonna meet back up with you guys in like maybe 5 miles. It's not far. So I'll meet you guys over there. You'll see where it
Funny.
intersects. Not a big deal. Trika, I realize there's no traffic, but I'm still not going to drive backwards down a road. You can technically still get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Hopes crushed. I'm sorry. Okay. I see you guys again.
Yay. I'll drive slowly until you overtake me.
Okay. That's the plan, dude. We're gonna start hauling. Okay, you guys can go ahead and speed up now. Awesome. So how was you guys' week?
Okay.
Good. Did you see the update for the new Euro Truck DLC?
Yes.
That's gonna be exciting. I always skip the
Have
inspection.
you seen Black Panther yet?
I have not. Have you?
Oh yes. Fantastic.
Do you have to have seen some of the other Marvel movies to understand what's going on?
No.
Okay. That's good, because I'm way behind on Marvel movies. I'm sorry, I'm trying. I slowed down too much. I don't think I've heard a single bad thing about Black Panther yet.
Oh, the stuff the internet shitlords are saying is really interesting.
Really? I'm actually pleasantly surprised I haven't seen any of it. Yeah, KW is the make of the vehicle.
Anything.
I'm sorry, could you say that one more time?
Stuff you get white supremacists and the like, so you haven't missed a thing?
Killer Whale? No. Kenworth. There's currently only 2 manufacturers of trucks in this game so far. Kenworth.
And you obviously have different random encounters than I do. Because that was the second set of construction workers you killed.
Oh, gotcha.
Hmm.
Yeah, I I think they're trying to make the random encounters server side eventually, because it does
Mm-hmm.
it does look really weird to see somebody
Yeah.
just murder a whole construction crew. More like not worth. Don't say that to anybody who drives one. Have you tried any of the daily modifiers in Slay the Spire yet?
Yes.
How'd that go?
To the halfway into the city, I think.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
I haven't played one yet, but I know Cappy tried it.
It's fun.
Cappy said it's fun.
It is.
Kenworth is a real company, yes. It's one of the biggest truck manufacturers in the United States.
So, do you have any plans for the weekend?
Not really. Probably just relax, maybe stream a couple of times.
Mm.
Was that a negative sound?
No, that wasn't a negative sound. That was an sound.
Ah, okay. Sorry, it cut off on my side, so I just heard the last part that was like and I was like, oh,
Ah.
I was like, it's she's not pleased. Yeah, all the trucking companies in both Euro Truck and American Truck are real companies. Wow, that logging car was just... They were lagging really bad.
I'm surprised they haven't gotten too bad lag yet. Considering that my ping is always upwards of 130 milliseconds.
I was... When I drive in Euro Truck, you know, when they didn't have the American server up and running, I hovered between like 150 and 180, and it wasn't actually that bad. I mean, I would jump around every once in a while, but most of the time it was pretty smooth. I'm impressed by their server quality. Yeah, Scania is definitely... I drive a Scania truck in Euro Truck. I like their trucks. They're really good. I'm waiting for them to introduce a couple of more trucking companies, because there's a couple of trucks I want to get in the game. I mean, obviously I want to get all the trucks, because Let's just be honest with that. But there's just a couple of specific models of 18-wheelers that I really want to drive. I'll show you one of them when I get to a straightaway here. There's a lot of people coming up.
Mm-hmm. And what are you going to show?
My Lone Star truck.
Ah,
You saw that already, right?
I think yes.
This is an International Lone Star. Gotta make sure I don't drive off the road. And it looks amazing. And that's the truck I'm waiting for. Cappy bought this for me. I gotta set that aside so I stop swerving all over the road. Does it have a trailer? No, but it has a hookup in the back to attach one.
You can get them that comes with a trailer.
Yeah. They make trailers for it, and see, I don't know if I really want to pass this guy. I think I'll just wait. This guy's doing just fine.
Mhm.
It looks large enough to put Mindy in there. Mindy can't fit in this. The doors come open though. I'd have to get a really tiny action figure. Mom said her arms are going to be really sore tomorrow. Where are you flying, Mom? Oh yeah, Mindy could fit on the back, for sure. I think my mom is taking a flight somewhere. She said her arms are going to be tired tomorrow. Oh, awesome.
I'll be going to Berlin on Sunday.
Really?
Oh yes,
What for?
work.
Ah, yeah, you sound excited.
Well, I'm going to. Well, it's it's a training for Python,
Oh, okay.
and I'm going to go by train via the new high-speed track.
Is that one of the magnetic trains?
Oh no, that's conventional rail, but it only takes 3 hours from where I live to Berlin.
How long would it normally take?
The old track was 6 hours.
Wow.
And by car you take about 6 to 7 hours depending on the traffic.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
I always pictured Berlin as being centrally located in Germany, but it's actually more towards the north, isn't it?
It's to the north and east.
Ah. Do the tracks take you out of Germany at any time, or is it
No,
basically a straight shot?
it's straight up.
Well, I hope you have fun.
Ah,
I don't get it,
also
Trika.
interesting. I've been
Oh,
doing stuff
I get it.
for in Python for a few years now, but I have no training whatsoever in it.
Oh, so it's like your code is probably very suboptimal. Like maybe you're doing stuff the wrong way when it could be a lot easier.
Oh yes.
I remember when I was taking programming classes in college, I would intentionally write my programs overly complicated just to mess with my professor. So I would, because he would want to, he was a professor that would like open all your programs and read all your code. He wouldn't just make sure that it worked. And so he would constantly pull me aside. He's like, "You do know you could do this a lot easier, right?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's just fun." I'm just putting in all this random stuff, and he's like, none of this makes sense, and you don't even call on it or anything like that." I'm just like, "Yeah, I figured I'd mess with you. I knew you were reading it, so I'd hide jokes in my code and stuff like that." Although it made it really hard when I would try to compile it and make sure it worked, and there'd be an error, but it would be somewhere in my junk coding, and I'm just like, oh, why did I put this in here? Now it's making my program not work. Trika suggested that I should tell you that Python is inferior and then judge by how angry you get to see how proficient you are. The backstab. Yeah. I sold you out instantly, didn't I, Trika? Oh my god. That's such a nerd joke. That's such a Slay the Spire joke. That was so dumb.
What?
Trika said I backstabbed him, and I said instantly, and he goes, not instantly, but it was a 1 mana exhaust innate card. And I was, oh my god. That's so dumb. I've been tempted to turn on Twitch voting when I play Slay the Spire, just so Trika can play instead of me. Nobody else would vote. It would just be Trika. I would actually do that, Trika, in single player, or when I wasn't doing with other people. He suggested there should be Twitch voting for Truck Simulator so that you could tell him, or he could tell me which lane to be in and when to turn. I would get so lost.
My mom's a bit directionally challenged, shall we say. And one day I spent about a quarter of an hour arguing with her which direction we should go in, until my mom gave up and asked the passerby in which direction we had to go in. Mine, obviously.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really directionally challenged, but I don't have any... I don't know what to call it. I don't have any superpowers.
I'm good.
Oh, I was just going to say, Cappy has superpowers.
Mm-hmm. I'm good at remembering waypoints.
Ah, okay, yeah. Uh-oh. Apparently, Christopher Odd is hosting me. I didn't get a notification about it yet, so... We'll see when the flood starts.
Hmm? Steam is having a publisher weekend for Square Enix.
Really?
So, oh yes, I bought all the Deus Ex and the old Thief games.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's probably for Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
I watched somebody play a little bit of the new Thief, but I've never actually had a Thief game to sit down and try. It looked pretty fun, though.
It is.
Oh, it is. It is in the top right, isn't it? Did that just appear today, like recently? I see it on my OBS, but I don't see it in my Streamlabs thing. Which is weird because OBS queries Streamlabs for its list, but whatever. Make sure I don't miss my turn. I'm not turning. Okay, we're good.
Wouldn't want to take a wrong turn in Albuquerque.
We are in Albuquerque, aren't we?
Yes!
That's funny.
Yeah. And in one stream, we did take a wrong turn in Albuquerque.
I remember that.
How many of your viewers are going, what is she talking about?
Oh, I think almost everybody knows that joke.
Okay.
I don't know. Even though Bugs Bunny is a very American thing, Bugs Bunny is very universal.
Yeah. I grew up with it, after all.
Have you ever played Thief 1 or Thief 2?
Me?
Yes.
Not yet.
Trika said Thief 2 was the best game he's ever played.
Okay.
I had a hard time following along in the new Thief game, trying to figure out what the story was. Because in the new Thief game, it just seemed like you broke out of jail and then went around and started stealing everything. And I was all like, it feels like there's a story because people are talking to you, but really all they're doing is giving you like quests to go steal stuff. And I was like, I don't feel like there's a story here. It feels weird. Maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention, but... The new Thief game, I don't... Maybe 2014?
Something like that, yes.
It's weird because that sounds like 2014 was a long time ago, but I don't think they made another Thief game since then, so yeah, that would have to be it. Oh, was that Thief 4? I don't know. You didn't enjoy it almost at all? I heard, like, strangely mixed reactions. Like, diehard Thief fans were really disappointed, but a lot of new fans thought it was really fun. Probably just for the stealing stuff part. I have a really good friend of mine. He doesn't live here anymore, but he was super into Thief. I know he played the new one, but I don't know what he thought of it. Wow. Oh, Trika went off. Trika got angry. right,
Trika
right,
doesn't like the new thief.
right in the middle of his sentence, it switched from English to Hebrew. I was like, oh, wow. That's hilarious. I'd be like, it'd be like making you angry and halfway through yelling at me, you all of a sudden just switch back to German, start screaming at me in German. Be like, whoa, I made a mistake. I've had that down here before where somebody gets angry at me on the phone or something and starts yelling at me in Spanish. And then I have to tell them I'm sorry.
No problem.
Yeah. German just sounds like an angry language sometimes, doesn't it?
I speak it. Dialect doesn't lend itself to sounding angry.
Oh no?
Oh no, no, no.
Hey Sean, what's up, dude? What do you mean by cut? Do you mean got sent home early or injured yourself at work? Because it could be one way or the other. Hey, a new follower. Thank you.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite
Streamer on Twitch.
Had a
Hey.
colleague in Stitches not that long ago. Because the area I live in has a similar sound profile in the dialect than my native dialect, so no hard consonants like T and P. It's all D and B. Get the picture?
Yeah.
And another colleague was leaving to another company, and I hadn't heard of it, so I asked another colleague what it was and how it is spelled, and she spelled it. And then I asked, so is it a hard D or a soft D at the beginning? And a completely natural language question between the two of us, and another colleague from Hestia just lost it because that was such a Franconian thing to say. Yeah.
Hey Sean, thanks for the resub for 4 months in a row. Can I get some Mindies in the chat for Sean? Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's some dialects in the United States that even as a native English speaker, I have a really hard time understanding what they're saying. Even when they're talking slow, like Cajun, for example. Cajun, if you've ever heard somebody, there was a show in the United States called Swamp People. And I don't know if you guys got any of it in Europe, but man, those people were hard to understand.
Doesn't Cajun have a lot of French in it?
It does, but it actually has... The French part of Cajun is more like the slang. Their standard speak is almost all English, but it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's all very... It's they talk from the very back of their throat a lot. So everything sounds very guttural. It sounds weird because every time I think of German as guttural or talking from the back of your throat, but it doesn't sound anything like that. It sounds more like somebody's trying to talk who's been screaming at a concert all weekend. But that's how they talk all the time. It's really strange. But man, can they cook? Cajun food is so good. What's up, low-ass dirt? How you been, man? And don't say low-ass dirt.
Haven't had any authentic Cajun food. It's a bit hard to come by here.
I'm not surprised. I live in Texas, which is right next to Louisiana, and it's still not that common here either.
Yeah.
I think there's one Cajun restaurant in town. And the city area that I live in is like 500,000 people. So you'd think there would be more, but there's not.
Yeah.
Bought you a cab over? What? IRL?
I love how I looked it up and they list Popeyes as Cajun food. Like, no, there's tons of Cajun foods in Orcas.
Really?
Yeah, it has Popeyes as one of the ones on the list.
Popeyes is not Cajun food.
So dumb.
Popeyes is fried chicken.
There's also a Mexican restaurant on here. They don't know what they're talking about.
They don't know what Cajun food
No,
is.
don't trust the people. That's so bad.
Cappy tried to Google Cajun food in our city, and it listed a whole bunch of locations of Popeyes, which is a franchise restaurant, but Popeyes is almost exactly like KFC.
Just not called KFC.
What's that?
Just not called KFC.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's fried chicken and biscuits and things like that. And I'm like, the only reason they get away with calling themselves Cajun food is because they advertise that they spice their chicken with Cajun spices. But that doesn't make it Cajun food. I'm gonna come to a stop here because there's traffic. What does KFC sell besides the C? Well, that's like 90% of it.
The other 10% 90% are sides.
Yeah, exactly. Corn, mashed potatoes,
Coleslaw.
coleslaw, yes. They probably have, he says, they're saying dessert, so that's probably like cobbler. I don't know if you know what cobbler is, though. Is that an American thing?
I think so, yes. Because over here, the desserts they sell are mostly in the muffin and chocolate lava cake variety.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cobbler is like, uh, it's fruit with fruit juice, like fruit syrup, you know, the really thick kind. And you bake it with biscuit on the bottom and on the top. So it's kind of like a pie, but with no sides. But it's very, oh, I don't know how to describe it. It's weird. Every time I try to describe what cobbler is, I'm like, it's cobbler. I don't know what to say.
So you take
It's
compote,
basically just
I think.
like a pie filling on the bottom, and then on top you put like biscuits or something, but sweet.
Yeah.
Biscuits to them is also cookies, and that's not what biscuits are in the United States, like dumplings.
Yeah, dumplings is a better word to use.
Or just batter.
Okay.
I've heard biscuits of the American type compared to scones.
Compared to scones, yeah, I guess that would be close. Biscuits are very, the biscuits I'm referring to are very flaky and soft. I don't know what scones are. Like, I've never really had one. I know what they are. I've never eaten one, so. But they're very fluffy and flaky. It's really good. But yeah, it's kind of like a fruit compote in the middle. And they're usually cooked in cast iron Dutch ovens.
They're pretty close. Biscuits are pretty close to scones, except scones are almost. They said they're almost always sweet, and biscuits are savory.
Okay, I don't know if you heard Cappy, but she said apparently scones are usually sweet and biscuits are savory.
I accidentally started a flame war on a forum once.
How did you do that?
Most of the people on the forum were British based. And I was going on holiday in England and Wales. And I asked types of special foods I should try. And they obviously said scones. And then the flame war broke out over the pronunciation of the word.
Oh,
Is it scones or scones?
interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I've always called them scones, but
Scones.
oh, see, Cappy called them scones like you do.
No, I only know that because I follow some British people on YouTube, and they call them scones.
Really?
Yeah, but here in America we call them scones.
That's interesting.
And obviously that's right because you know America.
Yeah, America is always right. That's gonna go over well. I was trying to describe a while back. I need to go to the gas station and to the repair shop.
Yeah. I don't need the gas station, but the repair shop.
But a while back, I got into not really an argument, just a. I was trying to describe to someone, I don't know if they were Australian or British, but I was trying to describe to them what I was eating, and I was saying that it was chocolate pudding.
It was kippa.
It was kippa? Okay, so he's British. I was trying to tell him I was eating chocolate pudding, and he said, yes, but what kind of pudding? And I was like, chocolate. I just said chocolate pudding. And he's like, no, I understand that it's chocolate pudding, but what kind of pudding? And we went back and forth a couple of times. I'm like, I don't understand why there's such a confusion here. It's pudding. And apparently in England, pudding is what we would say dessert. And so here, pudding is a specific kind of dessert. And over there, pudding is just a generic term.
Not only that, but pudding is also something that's baked in a bain-marie.
Something that what?
Baked?
Oh,
Yeah, bain-marie. So you have pudding as a generic term for dessert. And pudding is also a type of dessert that's nothing like what I would call pudding, which is a congealed sort of liquid.
oh, that does not sound tasty the way you describe it. Congealed liquid. I mean,
It's the most accurate description.
yeah, you're not wrong. It just, when it's described that way, it doesn't sound good at all. But yes, that's exactly what I was referring to. Oh yeah, see, I have the same problem down here because pudding and custard are basically the same thing. They're very close.
Yeah.
American pudding and custard are very, very close. They're not exactly the same thing, but they're... I wouldn't argue if somebody confused the two. I normally think of custard as something that you put into something else. So I would
I'm
put...
Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite
Streamer
run.
on Twitch. I would put custard into a donut, but I wouldn't put pudding into a donut for some reason. I don't know. Hey, Kane with the 9-month resub at tier 3 level. Damn, thanks, Kane. Let me get some Mindies in the chat for Kane's resub. Pudding has the consistency of soft serve ice cream? Yeah, it's usually very thick. And custard is usually thinner. That's a good way to put it, Mom. I never thought of it like that. Now Kane can put Grumpy Mats in the chat. And frogs for Cappy, of course. This conversation is giving you odd cravings. You're welcome. Or Pouty Matt, you're right, I'm sorry. Not Grumpy Matt, what am I talking about? It's my emote, I don't even know what it's called. Okay, let's see. Hornbrook. Do I have a job to Hornbrook? Probably not. No. Let's see. What do we have? We don't have any jobs to Nevada at all. Wow.
I have mostly California and Arizona.
Do you have a job to Oakland?
Yes.
Marty, do you have a job to Oakland? No. How about Bakersfield, Pris?
Yes.
Bakersfield, Marty? Well, Marty needs to sleep real quick. Are snow cones and shaved ice the same thing? No, but they're very, very similar. Snow cones are grinded so that it has the consistency of snow. It's very light and fluffy. And shaved ice is, I mean, for lack of a better phrase, it's ice that was shaved off. So you get like chips and flakes rather than this powdery consistency. We'll see if Marty has a Bakersfield after he sleeps. Powdery sounds better. Powdery is harder to find. The machines that grind the ice into the finer powder, they have a tendency to break down more often. Yeah, you get either the powdery kind or the flake kind, and then they cover it with flavored syrup. Usually fruit flavors like strawberry or orange or grape, stuff like that. Still no. Do you have a job to Santa Maria? I'm sorry, Pris, you cut out. What did you say?
Nothing?
Oh. Did you have a job to Santa Maria?
I do, yes.
Okay, let's take that one. Praise Mindy. Awesome. Yeah, I was going to mention earlier that in the part of the country where I am, Coke is a generic term for soda. So when somebody tells you that they want a Coke, you have to ask what kind. Although I've pretty much changed to saying soda now instead of Coke, but that's not going to change everyone else that lives here.
Yeah, in Germany, it's most carbonated beverages are called lemonade or limo for short.
Really?
Limo, yeah, from lemonade, even if it's orange or something else.
So if somebody wanted a Coca-Cola,
then
You
they
would
would say cola. And everything that's carbonated and has caffeine in it and is dark brown is cola.
okay. That's what confused me for a second. Is I thought
Yeah.
you meant that cola was called lemonade, and I was
Oh
like,
no.
I was super confused. So, do you guys have what we would call lemonade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the fat stuff?
Yes, non-carbonated.
Oh, we don't have that. That would be just called lemon juice.
Well, we put sugar in it, so it tastes sweet.
Well,
But
yes, but a fruit juice that you put sugar in is it. But the trailer is still just called juice.
okay. Soda is strictly carbonated water, like Schweppes. Isn't Schweppes
Ginger ale.
ginger ale? That's not really carbonated water per se. That's
Well, Schweppes over here is.
My grandmother always referred to it as soda water.
soda water. Okay.
Because the base of any cola or any carbonated beverage, like Coca-Cola, is water.
Right.
So it technically you could call it a soda water. We hear carbonated water and we think Perrier, which is literally carbonated water.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Chris?
Well, Schweppes is, and I am stuck. I'll just let myself get out to the repair shop. Um, Schweppes is a brand, a German brand, I think, and they make stuff like ginger ale and tonic water and a lot of other bitter and non-bitter stuff.
Yeah, when I hear carbonated water, I think almost exclusively of tonic water. So I think that's the thing is there's like this, it's very interesting. There's this weird, different countries use different phrases to refer, or use the same phrase to refer to two completely different things. It's very interesting. Club soda, yeah. Sparkling water. Okay, Americans have way too many words for the same thing.
For example, bottled water in Germany would just be Mineralwasser, also mineral water.
Okay.
And then you would be asked if it was flat or non-flat, so carbonated or non-carbonated if you order it. And I think I was just routed a bit strangely, and I'll meet you at that intersection where we drove off earlier. See me on the map?
No, I don't see you on the map. I am just north of Hobbs. I'm in between Hobbs and the Charged.
Okay, I'm driving up to the what's the green thing? No, 82. Where there's coming something up from the south. I see you getting closer.
So are you heading north on like 529?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go meet you over there. Yeah. I have an interesting language question.
All right.
In Germany, are there any products that are commonly referred to by a name brand as opposed to the generic name?
Yes. Like tissues, to blow your nose with. That's Tempo.
And that's a brand of tissue over there as well?
Yes.
Ah,
Then the clear sticky tape that you use for, you know, that's called Tesa in Germany and Tixo in Austria due to different brands.
okay. Yeah, we do the same thing here. Like, to use your two examples, we call tissues, commonly they're called Kleenex, which is also a brand.
Seems to be
And
stuck.
are you stuck?
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-oh.
Ah, no, I managed. Good.
And then the clear tape that you're talking about, we call that Scotch tape. I'm going to pull over to the side here real quick and let you catch up, because I took off.
I'm driving. I can see Marty.
But there's a lot of stuff in the United States that you do that with. Oh, you call it cello tape? Interesting. I guess because it's cellophane. Isn't duct tape used in America? Yes. But it is not used on ducts. Which is weird. No, there is a brand called Duck, D-U-C-K, that makes duct tape, D-U-C-T, but you don't use duct tape on ducts, which is weird. I never understood that. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. No, you don't want to use it on the quack quack kind of duck. But you also don't want to use it on the air conditioner kind of ducting either. They make aluminum tape for ducts now. It's much better. Or for my British fans, aluminium tape. Even though that's wrong.
Well, for us German, aluminium was just too long to say, so we just say alu.
That's fine. I want to say the biggest, if I'm not mistaken, I think the biggest aluminum company in the world is German.
Might be. Know the name?
I did at one time, but I've forgotten what it is now. Do you use isolier band? I don't know what that is.
Isolierband? Yeah. But for me, Isolierband is usually quite narrow. You use it to isolate wires and stuff.
Oh! Is
Yeah.
it usually black?
It often comes in black, yes.
Yeah, we have that here too. We just call it electrical tape.
Matt?
Yes.
Oh. I have just been yeah, server problems.
Are you okay?
I'm okay, yes. I just lost connection to the server.
Oh.
And I thought I was crashing into you.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Trika, we have electrical tape in multiple different colors as well. It's just that black is by far the most common color. I would say like probably 90% of our electrical tape is black. And yeah, it's only like, I don't know. I don't know centimeters. It's probably only like 6 or 7 centimeters wide, I think. How much is a centimeter?
A centimeter is well, 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters.
Oh wow, that's it? Okay, never
That's
mind.
it, yes.
Maybe it's only like if 1 inch is only like 2.5 centimeters, this is probably just over 1 centimeter wide. It's maybe half an inch. Or maybe it is an inch. I don't know. I'm really bad with measurements. I'm sorry. It's not very wide. It's maybe that wide. It's the width of my thumb.
In areas. So, very narrow kind is 1 centimeter, then there's 2, 3.
And the insurance is paying this, right, Mom? Hey, Kaylu, what's up? Okay, thank God.
What?
My mother's truck had some damage to it because she came to visit me.
Yeah.
And while she was down here, somebody backed up into her truck. And
Yeah.
it bent the bumper, and it bent one of the side panels a little bit, and broke out her tail light, and twisted the tailgate. And
Ugh.
yeah, it's weird because you look at it and it doesn't look like it's a lot of damage, but it's a little bit of damage to a lot of parts is the problem.
Yeah, that gets expensive fast.
Yeah, and apparently they're telling her it's going to cost about 5,300 American dollars.
As I said, that's going to get expensive fast.
Yeah. Luckily, her insurance company requires that she pay $250 and then they pay the rest. So that's not too bad. Couldn't I fix it with my car mechanic simulator knowledge? Not really. Oh, where's Marty?
I think he fell behind a lot.
I'm gonna go 60 miles an hour. Hey Aztec, do you mind checking that link real quick? Making sure it's nothing malicious. I don't know what that is. Or dragon. Oh. Well, thank you for blocking that. Marty didn't fall behind. When Pris got disconnected, he crashed into the back of her and has severe truck damage.
Oh,
That'll do it.
yeah.
Aztec, instead of timing the person out, do you mind banning that account for me? It should just be /ban and then the person's name. Because I don't think you have the button for it anymore. Okay, cool, thank you. Yeah, if anybody does porn, don't even time them out, just ban them. Sorry, Kane, don't post porn, we'll ban you. I just don't want them coming back later and doing it again, you know? Hey, we're heading towards El Paso. That's in Texas.
No, not Tijuana. What's the city on the other side of the border called?
Oh, from El Paso?
Yeah.
I want to say Juarez.
Yes. Juarez, it is. That's where he was.
That's where who was?
Ed.
Ah.
My dad's been to some interesting places.
And if he's been to Juarez, it sounds like it.
Yeah. He's been to Indonesia, Pakistan, Argentina, Brazil, Finland, Portugal, and a few others.
What industry does he work in?
IT.
Oh.
Back then, he was doing. The company he worked for was instituting a new product management and stock organization system, and he had to implement that worldwide.
See you later, Kane. Thanks for hanging out. Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. Then a few years after that, when they replaced it with a newer, better system, he did the whole thing again.
Only lasted a few years, huh?
Well, when I say a few years, I mean something like 10 years, but
Okay. I thought you meant like 3.
oh no.
It's like, man, that's a big expense to have to do it again 3 years later.
Yeah. Then there was the whole year 2K and the youth thing, late 90s.
Man, I remember Y2K. Everybody was losing their mind. And it was it was absolutely nothing to be worried about.
Well, yeah, because they put in a lot of work beforehand, so nothing did happen.
Yeah, they made it sound like in 1999, they made it sound like Y2K was going to destroy everything. And I was like, they fixed this like 10 years ago, right? This has been fixed for a while now.
Yeah, I know, but in the, let's say, 3 years running up to 1999, they did a lot of checks.
Yeah, that's true.
And did last bug fixes, so nothing would happen.
You were 4 years old at Y2K? Oh my god. I remember the thing that bothers me the most, it's not only that, Trika, people selling computers and saying they were Y2K safe. The thing that bothers me is when I go to the store and I see a computer monitor and the monitor says Windows 8 compatible or Windows 10 compatible. And I'm like, of course it's compatible. It's a monitor.
Yeah.
It just shows the picture. It's not doing anything fancy.
Yeah.
And yet people get all excited. They're like, oh, this $150 monitor doesn't say it, but this $300 one does. I'll buy the $300 one. It's obviously going to be better. I'm like, no, it's not. Oh my god.
Is the stuff where they put on table salt.
Cappy and I had to buy a new microwave because
Yep.
because ours broke. And we were looking to find, we wanted something good but not super expensive. So we were looking online to see what our options were on Amazon or other things like that. And we found microwaves for like $300 and $400. And the only thing we could figure that they were doing differently was that in the description it said that the microwave had technology in it. They didn't
All right then.
They didn't tell you what kind of technology.
Yeah.
They just said there's technology in this microwave.
No kidding.
Okay. What kind of technology? Don't worry about it. Okay. Whatever you say.
I mean, when I bought my microwave, I did a comparison between different things. I found the exact same microwave. The same builder, just branded differently, with a price difference of 300 euros.
Wow.
Just because one said Whirlpool, the other said Bauknecht. They're coming from the same factory. The brand, the owners of both brands are one and the same, but one costs 300 euro more.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
The first microwave my mom ever owned was the size of a refrigerator. That's a huge microwave.
Very small refrigerator.
Yes, or a very small refrigerator.
Do you know the site not always right?
I'm sorry?
Do you know the site not always right?
I'm not following.
There's a website called not right, as in the customer is not always right.
Oh! Sorry. I understand what you're talking about, but I'm not familiar with it.
Check it out. It's great, and there's plenty of instances of people coming. My computer isn't working. I just bought it. What's wrong? And then they bring the stuff they bought, and yeah, where's the computer? It's right there. No, that's a monitor, a keyboard, and a mouse. Where's the computer? It's right there. No, that's a monitor, a keyboard, and a mouse. The computer would be the big box that you put next to it and connect with wire. Oh, the sales guy wanted to sell me all that useless stuff, but I'm not stupid. This was a lot cheaper.
Oh, I've heard stuff like that before.
Yeah.
One of the things that always confuses me is when people bring me their computer so that I can work on it. If it's a desktop computer, they always bring me the power cord. And every single time. And I have to tell them I don't need the power cord because they're all the same. Every single desktop has the exact same power cord. You take the cord home. I don't want it. Because I'm going to lose your cord, and then you're going to be mad, and it's a whole headache for me I don't want to deal with. But when somebody brings me their laptop,
They never do.
they never bring me their power cord. And then they say, can't you just use a cord from one of your laptops? And I'm like, no, they're all different. I hate it. I hate that the laptop cords are all different. That's what I hate. I would prefer if laptop cords were all the same too. That would make my life so much easier. But I've had people give me their laptop and walk off before I have a chance to tell them that I need the power cord, and then I can't get them on the phone. I'll call them and I'll send them emails and I'll be like, I can't work on this without the power cord. You're gonna have to bring it to me. I had one lady do that, and she had driven like 3 hours to me, and she left her power cord at the house. And I felt so bad. I was like, look, I'm going to try to fix it with whatever battery power you have left, because I feel really bad asking you to drive 6 hours just to get your cord back. Your computer has 2 power cords, both different, both required. What the hell kind of computer is that? Is this a desktop or a laptop? Oh wait, you have one of those weird... You have that really weird looking Asus, like, sleek computer thing, don't you? That I told you to put up on top of your desk. Because you were sucking cat hair off of your carpet. I think I remember that. Oh, it's an external power brick. Okay, well that's not 2 power cords. That's 1 power cord. It's just there's 2 parts of it. What's up, new follower? Welcome, enjoy the otters.
Did you ever watch NCIS?
Only a little bit. I didn't watch a lot of it. I watched a lot of the I watched a lot of the one that took place in Las Vegas. No, that was CSI.
Yeah.
Never mind. No, I didn't. I don't think I've watched any NCIS then.
Well, I've 5 or 6 or so, but in the beginning it was quite good. But there was one scene where they were getting hacked, and the 2 people good with computers started doing stuff, and then they were typing on the same keyboard at once.
I saw that. Oh, that just makes you cringe, doesn't it?
Oh yes, especially the when a few episodes before that, or a season before that, I don't care. They were getting hacked, and the boss just pulled the plug.
That's... Well, I mean, that's a good way to stop it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're trying to fight the hacker. Just... If you're getting hacked, you don't know it until it's done, usually.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know...
like
Go ahead.
hacking is a minigame or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's full of QuickTime events.
Yes.
F to stop the hacker. Well, that was easy. I have this one customer that I deal with on a regular basis, and I like them a lot. They're really cool people. But about a year ago, they had someone. I don't know if you're familiar with the term, because I don't know if this is an American term or if it's universal, but they had someone do what we call social hacking.
Yes, I know that.
Okay. So the person called him up and convinced them that he actually was, well, what happened is somebody at the company left and went to go work at a competitor.
Yeah.
But the original company didn't tell us that the person had quit. So she called in and she said, "Hey, I'm with my first company that I quit. Can you get me access to this email account?" And I was like, "Sure, no problem. I do that all the time." So I gave her access to someone else's email account, made sure it worked. Great, you're good to go. And then maybe a week later, I get a phone call from the actual owner of the company, and she's like, "This person quit, and now they're accessing all of our emails from this other company, and they're starting to steal our clients." And long story short, we fixed all of that and made sure that nobody could get in anything anymore. And now we know the person doesn't work there. But ever since then, anytime something really minor happens on her computer, she always asks me, "Is that lady hacking into me again?" And I'm like, "No, your printer doesn't work. It's got nothing to do with this other person. It's okay." I understand why they're anxious about that now, but it's the silliest things. My Outlook stopped working. Could the person be hacking into my email again? No, you just need to reboot your computer. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
You mean antivirus doesn't turn into asteroid hunters when you get a virus? Oh, I know, right? I wish it was that easy. I remember when ransomware was a new thing, and we were having the hardest time trying to figure it out at work. We bricked this one guy's hard drive because, the ransomware pops up and says, "Don't try to remove this virus. We've locked all your data. If you try to remove the virus, we'll delete all your data with it." And we were like, "No, they won't." And so we removed the virus, and then we couldn't get his data back. We're like, "Sorry. This is all new to us."
Yeah, when my dad got hit by ransomware, he said, "Aha, nice try," and put in last night's backup.
Yeah, that's the only thing we do, really. It's really funny. I had gone over to a customer's location when they got ransomware, and I was restoring their server from backups. And it took me a couple of hours because it was a lot of data. And after it was completed, I was getting ready to leave the office. I was like, "Okay, can you get into your stuff?" "Yes." "Can you get into your stuff?" "Yes." "Okay, good. I'm done. I'm out of here." And I started walking out the door, and somebody yelled at me. He's like, "Hey, I can't get into my stuff." And I go over there and look at his computer, and he had literally just opened the virus email that had the ransomware in it and had reinfected their network again, like 10 minutes after I fixed it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "You do realize what you just did, right?" You literally opened the one thing I told you guys not to open. And then I had to go to his boss and tell him, hey, I'm gonna have to do all this all over again. And I don't want to get this guy fired, but it is technically his fault. I was like, oh, I felt so bad for the dude because I got him in trouble, but I had to explain why I had to do it all over again.
Can't fix stupid.
No, you can't. Luckily, the guy didn't lose his job. He just got yelled at. I think that's the main reason why most of my customers lie to me when I ask them things like, did you change anything on your computer before this problem? No.
No.
I didn't do anything. I just came in this morning and turned my computer on, and now there's all this porn on it. And I'm like, look, dude, I honestly could not care less of what you did, because I'm not here to get you in trouble, but I'm a really, really lazy guy, and I like to do as little work as possible. So if you just tell me what you did, I can fix your problem a lot faster, and then I can go back to being lazy. I'm not going to tell your boss. I don't care. And I've actually told people that, people that I've worked with for years, and so I'm on a friendly relationship with them now. And I'll just go, look, dude, I don't care. Just tell me so I can fix it faster. And then they're like, okay, I went here and I clicked on this. I'm like, cool, thank you. Now I can fix it. It's really funny. I mean, I get it. I would be really scared too. It's not called lazy, it's called efficient. Okay. You're right. No, I don't tell the customers that I'm lazy. I tell them that I tell them that I'm not there to get them in trouble. I just want to fix their problem faster. That's what I tell them. Now, if it's somebody I've known, I've worked at this company for a little over 8 years. If it's somebody I've known for like 5, 6, 7 years now, I'll tell them I'm lazy. I'll be like, dude, you know me. I don't like doing work. I'm lazy. Let me just fix this. And usually they just laugh. Ha ha ha. You're right. You are lazy.
Yeah. Problem. Because our IT help desk is not very good. Let's just say that.
Are they lazy?
No, they are just extremely unwilling to go off script.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So when I had that was a while ago. I came in Monday morning, booted my computer, and got the BIOS message: disk failure imminent.
That's pretty self-explanatory.
Yes. Called the IT help desk to please come collect the computer, save the data, and put in a new disk. Have you tried turning it off and turning it on again? I have a hardware problem. Please, collect it. Then a few years ago, I had a similar problem where my computer just would crash with some error message saying there's something wrong with the RAM. And it would do that when it was just sitting there. So luckily it was summer, lots of my colleagues were on holiday, so I could use another workstation. And so I kept an eye on my computer, and the thing would would boot it up, and then after a while it would just crash and say memory error. But yeah, did you click around or no? I haven't touched this computer since booting it up and logging on. There's no program running on it. Just come and get the computer and do a hardware check. I know you have the disk checking programs and the like. Well, the motherboard was fried.
I mean, I have a tendency of doing that as well. I'll have a customer call me and say that their computer crashed. Usually they don't have that detailed information for me. Usually they just call and say, my computer crashed. And I'm like, okay, did you reboot? Because half the time they don't know what crash means. But, if somebody called me and said, yeah, I was starting my computer and BIOS said hard drive failure imminent, I wouldn't ask them, have you rebooted? Can you get on the internet? I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, I probably need to get you a new hard drive.
Yeah.
They
Tell
put
them or one day when I had a very interesting problem, I actually sent them a screenshot of the problem, and they still ask me, have you tried turning it off and on again? And dude, I sent you the screenshot of the error.
They put the desk in help desk. That's funny. I like that. Yeah, luckily my job is more I don't know how to describe it. More open, because we don't have scripts for anything. So somebody calls in, we're just like, hey, what's up? What's broke? Let me fix it. I always get frustrated when I have to call some other company for additional support. And I work in IT, they work in IT. I should be able to communicate faster with them than an average customer can, because we, quote unquote, we speak the same language, and they'll constantly treat me like I'm an idiot as well. And I'm like, okay, dude, I know how to reboot a computer, okay? I tried that.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with people that really don't want to get past.
I have no clue either.
It's like, dude, just slow down a little bit and let the person pass you. even Microsoft can be terrible. You make it sound like you expect Microsoft to be better than anybody else. Microsoft's the worst. Well, they're not the worst. That's an exaggeration. Some of the departments at Microsoft are really bad. And some of them are fine.
Then there's all the fun to be had by from the dudes from Microsoft tech support calling about the virus on your computer.
Black pedal to the metal.
Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. That was someone on the CB radio in the game. Yeah, I will say I've had to deal with Microsoft and Dell, and if I'm dealing with their tier 1 support, it's really bad. But once you get past tier 1 into like business support or server support, they're actually pretty good once you get to the higher level stuff. Can I come over, bro? I don't know if I can fit. He's creeping up on me.
Is it the Team Sexy dude?
Yeah. Bro, let me in, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, went over and apparently I glitched or he glitched anyway. I hit him with a trailer, I think, and he got really, really mad at me.
Yeah, I heard him. He was not pleased. Yeah, I think that's the difference, Giuseppe, is that if you're paying for higher level support, they don't have a problem with it. Oh shit, that was a huge mistake. Sorry. I just slammed my e-brake.
Yeah, that happens.
I'm glad the dude is way back there, because otherwise he would have gotten really mad. But yeah, oh no, go ahead.
Because I just saw him typing mad stuff at me.
Oh yeah. God, I did it again. What the hell?
Well, I have an excuse for doing stupid shit because it's 4 AM where I am, but yeah.
I'm not trying to brake check this guy. I'm just an idiot. That's all. But yeah, if you're paying for pro support, usually the higher end tech guys are usually pretty cool. Because I've had to call people at like 3 a.m. in the morning and be like, hey dude, my server's down. It says my RAID controller has a problem. Can you help me out? And for like the first 15 or 20 minutes they stay on script, and then after they realize that you're at least more knowledgeable than most people that call them, then they just completely go off script, and they're just like, oh man, this sucks. I don't get why this isn't working. This is so dumb. And I'm like, yeah, I know, right? And I like when I can get to that point with the other IT help that I'm talking to. Nobody likes to call at 3 a.m. in the morning with IT problems, because if you're working on it at 3 a.m., it's not fun.
Oh no.
You want to be asleep, but something is really badly broken, and you can't figure it out because you've been awake for, 20 hours or something. I've had those phone calls. They suck. It's like I'm on call this weekend at work, so I really hope nothing breaks this weekend. Otherwise, I get to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I've stopped doing the on-call stuff because I can't drive for a third of the day, so yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. That would be a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we have an exit.
Yes. Interesting. More thing. Sunday afternoon. And my beeper goes off.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. And I call the security central and say, yeah, my beeper went off. Yeah, it's a drill with, but you have to come in for the drill. Because sometimes they just see, do you listen to your beeper? And sometimes, yeah, we're doing a drill with an actual scenario. And okay, went in. I was the first in. And so, new computers. Oh, this one says server. Let's turn that one on first. And then I called the other team in another city in Germany, and they were there. And then finally the last guy came in. We called the customer and said, okay, we're all present. Okay, we wanted to see how fast you are ready outside of business hours, and this concludes the exercise. All right then. I don't complain being paid time and a half for coming in on a Sunday and doing fuck all.
Well, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, as long as they compensate you for it, to me, that's okay. I mean, I still don't want to do it, but
Yeah.
I'll do that for money. Also, Giuseppe, don't worry about spamming chat. This is not we don't have a chat-heavy stream, so it's not like you're gonna flood the chat and nobody else is gonna talk.
You know, Kitchen Nightmares?
I've only seen a couple of them, but I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, there was. I like having it on in the background if I'm doing stuff. because it's really fun to listen to. And there's quite a few owners who complain that the staff are only coming in for the paychecks, and I say, duh.
Well, yeah. Do you think that your dishwasher comes in because he strives to clean dishes? That's like
Yeah.
he wants a paycheck. I'm sure there's probably like maybe your head chef really likes it because that's his dream is to cook for a living, but the majority of people just want a paycheck.
Really clueless owner said about the servers, they just come in to get tips. Yeah, they kind of need them to live.
Yeah. Oh. Hello, Sarge. How are you, sir? Trika was asking if you were watching the US or the UK version.
Both.
Both. They don't tip in Europe, do they?
We do tip, but not to the extent you do in the US. So, let's say I go have a cup of coffee and a piece of cake, and I have a check of, let's say, €6 and 60 cents. I'll tip the 40 cents to round it up to 7. And so if the service is really, really good, or the bill is really, really high, like when my grand does the Christmas thing with about 20 people in a restaurant, then the servers get 10% of the check, but 10% is the top range in Germany. And
But-
from what I understand, it's the bottom range in the US.
That's already added into your check, though, right?
No, but in Germany, the tipped positions, so to speak, still get the minimum wage if there is one. So a server gets paid a normal paycheck, and tips are on top of that. And as I understand it, in the US, servers are often paid not much of anything because they get tips.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that personally, but yes, that is how it works. I would prefer if in the United States they did your method where the waiters get minimum wage or more, preferably, because minimum wage is hard to live on at all, and then have the tips on top of that. But yeah, it's not uncommon for people to get paid maybe like 20% of minimum wage because of tips.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't get me wrong. I do understand that some people that are waiters for a living, if they're really good, they can make a lot of money doing it. But there's a lot of people that just can't pay their bills because of it. And it's a really dumb setup.
Yeah, and a lot of people just can't afford that kind of tip.
Yeah, here in the United States, a 10% tip means usually it means you were not completely ignored, but you weren't treated very well either. And you would tip 20% if you got treated really well. So, yeah, tipping in the United States is much more expensive.
I don't know if it's changed, but when I was in the US in 2011, I was really, really surprised because compared to Europe, the prices in the grocery stores for especially fresh produce and other stuff were really high. But the prices for prepared food in the like were really, really low in comparison.
Yeah, I don't really understand that either. Cuz I can buy a rotisserie chicken that's already cooked for like $3.
It's 5.
Oh, it's $5? Okay. But I mean, if I bought raw chicken that I had to cook, it would probably be about the same price. About well, depending on how much chicken I bought, like $5 to $7 for raw chicken. And I was like, I get it, but it's weird. Oh, that's actually, Mom makes a very good point. The reason is because transportation costs are a lot higher here in the United States because it's a much bigger country. So, like, for example, oranges are almost exclusively grown in Florida for most of the United States. So if you want oranges in, North Dakota, they have to ship that orange 1,400 miles. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and the prepared food so much cheaper is because you don't pay service staff.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, because in the calculation in Germany goes to make a living by in food service as the owner, you have to factor in, I think, price markup of a factor of 3, I guess, to make. So let's just say you have the ingredients for your stuff costs €2. So for wait staff, rent, utilities, and so on. So to make a profit, you have to ask for €6 as a price.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Sarge, sorry for taking a second, but if you want to figure out how to get multiplayer working in American Truck Simulator, I have instructions on how to do it in my Discord server. If you do !Discord, you can log into our Discord server, and I have a channel called Convoy Trucking, and there are pinned messages in that channel that tell you how to do multiplayer. And then on top of that, there's another pinned message that will tell you how to join my trucking company if you're interested in joining the trucking company. But if not, you could just do the multiplayer part and then log into multiplayer and play yourself as well. Sorry, I would tell you how to do it, but there's a lot of steps. And they're not, click here, click here. You have to go to this website, sign in, create this. link this company to this website. There's a lot of steps. It's not hard, but it's also not easy. If that makes any sense at all. Okay. Let's see. I want to see if I have a job to Hornbrook. Because it's the last city I have not been to. No, I do not.
I'll go to the repair shop
Okay.
real quick.
No job to Reading. What about Eureka? No. Yukia. How do I join the company? There are instructions in the Discord server, in the Convoy Trucking channel, in the pinned tabs.
Oh, you're looking for jobs?
Yeah, but I gotta wait on Marty too, so take your
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Breton. And werde and Betty the Artesia.
Do you are you looking at jobs as well?
What, me?
Yes.
Yes, I was looking. I had
Do you have a job to Yukia?
Yukia. Me. Is it with a Y in front?
You.
You. Nope.
Okay.
I have Raton, Artesia, Gallop, Tucumcari.
I don't think I want to go that far.
Oh, okay. Let's sort by length going up.
What about Truckee?
E. Oh, now I have Yukia.
You have Yukia?
Yeah.
Let's see if Marty has Yukia, but I don't know where Marty is. Have you delivered your load yet, Marty? Oh, is it Ukiah? Oh, it's Ukiah. Oh, okay. Oh, he had one, but it's gone now. What about Reno?
Nope.
Nope. Did you say whether you had a truckie?
I have drive-throughs to Truckee.
You have truckie, okay. Do you have truckie, Marty? Okay, let's do truckie. I think we're all taking dry fruit. And yeah, I probably need to stop for gas. You are correct, Mom. I mean, I always have gas, but this is different. Am I gonna make that corner? Oh, that was close.
Hey, Mitch.
Hello. Your trailer is on its side? Oh no. That's not good. How do you fix it? The only real way to fix it is to press F7 and tell it to reset you at a repair station. Because it will take your trailer and stick it on your truck at the repair station. It looks like mine is right side up. Okay.
Mine as well. I did get a trailer once that was clipped into a wall.
Oh yeah, same here. Only 47% damaged. Well,
Trailer.
that sucks. Okay. I'm going to adjust the road that we're driving on.
All right.
If you open your map and look at just a little bit north of here, there's Highway 198.
Yeah.
I want to go right on that highway. And then we'll just, the rest of it will be normal.
Ah, okay.
Oh God. Sorry. I had to hit the brakes. Looks like Marty's getting... Oh, there's Marty. Perfect. Perfect timing, Marty.
Yeah. It's a good thing I live alone, because... And my walls are very, very soundproof, so I can just talk in the middle of the night and no one cares.
Excellent.
Yes.
What time is it there right now?
4:30?
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you slept at all today?
No. It's a bit earlier, so they knocked me out around 9 p.m. and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a hard time staying up until midnight now.
Well, I usually go to bed around 9ish, because I take my nighttime meds around 8, and that's usually when they really kick in.
I'm driving 60, by the way.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Marty catch up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with the truck book thing? Truck books, it tracks your mileage that you drive in the game. So if you're part of a company, it adds those mileages to the company total. Because that's how the companies are ranked against each other, is versus the number of miles that were driven. So, oh, how do you install it? Well, you'll download the program from their website. You have to create an account at TruckBooks. Then you can download the software and install it on your computer. Once that's done... Oh, God. I need to go back and read my instructions. I wrote those instructions like maybe 4 or 5 months ago, so I might be a little behind. I probably ought to go reread them and make sure they make sense.
Didn't you write them after Christmas? Before?
Yeah, maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe it's only been like 3 months, but... Or 2 months. I don't know. I'm really bad with time. I'm bad with time. I'm bad with measurement. I'm bad with math and science. Age. I'm an idiot. I'm bad at video games. I'm just bad at everything. Are there police speed traps in this? Bad with Word? Yes. I'm bad with Microsoft Word. I'm also bad with speaking. Bad reading. I don't write very well.
You're a wonderful husband.
Aww. You're biased.
Yeah.
Oh, police speed traps. Not in the normal sense, but in what you're assuming, yes. I'm good with hardware and with networking, but I'm bad with programming. So the game has a preset speed limit in it. Like, for example, you see on my GPS down here, it says 55 in a little white box. That's my speed limit. That's what I'm not supposed to exceed. And if you go over the speed limit by 5 miles an hour, the game will give you a speeding ticket like that. Just automated. However, because we're in multiplayer, I have that feature disabled in the game. So there's a little, you can go into the settings of the game and there's a little checkbox for, I think it's called violations. And you can
Traffic
just...
violations, I think.
Traffic violations, yes, thank you. And you can just uncheck traffic violations, and you don't get a ticket for speeding. You can run red lights and stop signs. It doesn't care. Technically, you could hit other vehicles, and there's not a penalty for that. But in multiplayer, you will get banned if you do that. So you don't want to do that either. But you don't have to pay for crashing into somebody, like a speeding ticket, or what would you call motor vehicle accident ticket, I guess. You do have to pay to repair your truck, but you don't get a ticket for doing it. You're so confused. That's okay. I'll be completely honest, Sarge. When I did this the first time, it took me and another guy doing it at the same time, talking it over with each other while we were trying to figure it out, and we still made mistakes along the way. So don't feel bad that if you're confused a little bit. We tried to write the instructions in our Discord server so that they made more sense, but I would not be surprised if they're not perfectly clear. You don't know what to select? You know what? The easiest thing probably for me to do to help... I have no problem helping you out with this. I just can't really do it right now because I'm streaming. So if you're willing to put it on the back burner for a little bit, what I can do is I can help you... If you're in Discord and looking at the instructions, I can help you with that tomorrow, if that's okay with you. If you can wait that long. If not, I'm sure there's other people that are awake right now that you can message in that channel that would be willing to assist. Because there's probably 12 to 15 people who've followed those instructions and done that already. It's
No problem, Marty.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Marty. It's my fault. I had to come to a stop because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I can help you with that tomorrow, Sarge, or if there's somebody in there right now, they could help you. We're pretty friendly.
Tell them to post and ask for help.
Yeah. Where are the instructions? Okay, so if you're in Discord, and on the left-hand side of Discord, if you've clicked on the convoy trucking option on the left-hand side, there's a pin at the top right-hand corner of convoy trucking. And if you click on that, it'll show you two messages. And one of them tells you how to do all the software stuff, how to install truck books, how to link everything together. And the other one tells you how to join the company, because that's optional. You can do it if you want, you don't have to. I leave that up to you. But if you're not in Discord, you can type in chat right now. You can type !Discord, and it'll get you a link to join my Discord server. Sarge,
I
yeah.
can see. Sarge, he's in Discord now.
Okay, cool.
And I followed your instructions. I clicked the little pin, and you can see if you're interested in joining the Red Shirt Inspires, it says create a World of Trucks account.
Perfect. Yeah.
It gives all the information.
Yeah, you click on that little pin icon up there, Sarge, and then you can actually click on the message, and it'll zoom Discord back to where that message was originally posted, so it'll display it in a larger format so it's easier to read.
It says jump.
Jump? Okay. So you can jump to the message. And that might make it a little easier. And if you get stuck at any point, did I number them? Did I go like number 1, number 2?
Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, yeah.
Okay. If you follow those instructions and you get stuck at a certain point, you don't know which one. Okay, so have you clicked on Convoy Trucking on the left-hand side?
Yeah, because he said help.
Oh, he said help in Convoy Trucking? Okay.
Yeah.
So when you click on the pinned messages, how many messages are there?
There's 4.
There's 4. Okay. What do the top 2, are they the ones that are describing how to do it?
No. They're the bottom 2. Rules of the convoy, and then if you're interested in joining the Red Shirt Inspires.
Okay. You're looking for the messages that say rules of the convoy, and the second message says if you're interested in joining the Red Shirted Squires. Those 2 messages are the 2 messages you need to look at. And they'll have instructions numbered. And then you can just let somebody know, hey, I'm following these instructions, but I got to number 4 and I'm stuck. Or whatever. And somebody, I'll help you tomorrow if you don't get it figured out by tomorrow. But somebody may be there that can help you right now. I don't know. See you later, Trika. Thanks for heading out. Oh, Sarge. One of the other guys that I'm driving with right now, Marty, he said he can help you as soon as we're done here.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah, Marty's being awesome.
Thanks, Marty.
But yeah, Marty's willing to help you out a little bit. Once we make this is going to be my last delivery, so I have the feeling once we make this last delivery, Marty will be able to hop in there and help you out. Marty said, yay, Cappy praise. But yeah, everybody's welcome. Anybody who's in chat right now, all of you guys are welcome to come join our Discord server. Just be nice. My biggest rule is don't post any spoilers. So as long as you don't post any spoilers and you're nice to everybody else, you're fine. Come hang out. You don't have to be subscribed to me on Twitch. You don't have to be subscribed to me on YouTube. It's just a place for people to come and hang out and talk about video games and nerd stuff. Yeah, what's up? NYO face? Is that correct? Is that an acronym or is it like Nyo face? Or I could just go ha 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 face. Oh, in yo face.
Ah.
Got it. Duh. Now I feel dumb.
More than when you were calling him Iowa dirt.
Yeah, like the guy I was calling Iowa's dirt. Iowa's dirt. He's like, actually, my name is Low as Dirt. And I was like, oh, it's a lowercase L, not an uppercase I. Duh. I felt so dumb. I'm old.
Speak for yourself.
Aren't you and I the same age?
Me?
Yes, that's why I said speak for yourself. I'm not old.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I get it now. I said I was old, and Chris was all like, "Speak for yourself." I was like, "Aren't we the same age?" She's like, "Yes, that's why I said it." Like, okay. In what channel in Discord can I find the instructions on getting the manual and joining your trucking server? Convoy Trucking. There's a Convoy Trucking text channel. Feel free to hop in there. It's pinned. There are pinned messages giving you instructions on how to install everything and link all your accounts together. I do this every Friday, and then every once in a while I'll just do it in the middle of the week. But every Friday night we get together and drive and hang out. And if you're in the if you're actually driving in the convoy like Pris and Marty are, you're welcome to join the voice channel. I would just prefer that if you're not driving in the convoy, you not be in the voice channel, because that would get really confusing. But there's other voice channels that you can hang out in on a regular basis as well. And if you don't want to be in the voice channel, you don't have to be either. You can drive with us and just not talk. It's all good. Marty just listens. He doesn't talk. We're pretty laid back. Cool.
Maybe a soiree tomorrow?
No, there will not be a soiree tomorrow because I completely forgot about it. So I didn't ask anybody. I didn't even talk to Drillian about it. But I'll make sure to talk to him. Oh, excuse me. I'll make sure to talk to him probably this weekend. That way we can schedule something for next Saturday, I hope. How many Discord servers have their own mom? I know, right? I know in Christopher Odd's channel, his mom shows up periodically there, but I can't think of anybody. I watch a bunch of other streamers, and I can't think of any of their moms that show up. And I don't even know if his mom is in his Discord server. Yes, that's all three of those things.
What things?
Giuseppe asked if the main focus of this game was to relax, to understand how trucking works, or to hang out in multiplayer with your friends. All three.
Yes.
Like, when we first started doing this, Marty was having difficulty with turning without coming to a complete stop, and so a couple of streams ago, I gave him a couple of pointers on how to turn at like 40 miles an hour, so you don't have to slow quite as far down, and I have to say he's been doing a lot better. Like, he slowed down once or twice, but usually it's because I did it. So he had to slow down so that I didn't hit him, or he didn't hit me. Primus, what's up, dude? Oh, in your face. If you look in the instructions for joining the multiplayer server and all that good stuff, one of the things you have to do is you have to purchase your first truck in single player first. So it certainly isn't a like 5-minute thing. You have to create your account, play in single player, and deliver enough jobs to be able to buy your own truck. So make sure you give yourself enough time to do that before you need to get in the multiplayer as well. Because that threw me off the first time. I created a separate profile just for multiplayer, and then I was like, cool, I'm going to get into multiplayer. And I jumped in and I was like, I can't go anywhere. Alright, let me get out of y'all's way.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. I only need, 8 more levels? And I'll be max on everything? Awesome. Where the heck am I? Oh. This is a really awkward place.
Ah.
Alright, see you later, in your face. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Group photo?
Yeah. I'm gonna head over
Alrighty.
to the repair station.
Okay.
Ah, God, why am I going the wrong way? Yeah, man, no problem. If you have any questions, just hit me up in Discord. Awesome. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta turn off my little... There we go. I always forget to turn off the little thing that shows who's nearby. I like how plain Marty's truck looks. Cool. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for driving with me today, you guys.
No problem.
And to everybody here in chat, thanks for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, hit me up in Discord, and I'll help y'all out as best I can, I guess. And I will see you guys next time.